This actually has an integrated step point design on it. I keep getting this stupid gum stuck in my mouth. Hold on.
You want to start from scratch without the gum? Because we've both screwed up. Let's just start from scratch.
Welcome to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. This week on Sam's Garage, we're turning up the boost at the 2025 SEMA Show in Las Vegas, where innovation meets insanity and everyone's got something shiny to brag about. We'll kick things off with the latest from Modern Driveline and Boss Hog torque converters. Swing by Team Torque and Car Capsule for shop essentials. Check out the future tech builds that are rewriting the rules, and wrap it all up with cutting-edge tools and gear that'll keep real builders moving. Welcome to SEMA, where your wallet cries, but your heart redlines.
Welcome to Sam's Garage. I'm Sam Adavi, coming to you this week from the 2025 SEMA Show in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We're starting strong at the Modern Driveline booth. Classic cars getting modern clutch tech without losing that vintage feel. Then Boss Hog brings the torque with the triple disc converters built to handle horsepower numbers that start with a 3 and end with a cha-ching.
We're here at the Modern Driveline booth. I'm here with Bruce. If you remember, he came on set and we did a GTO together by installing one of his kits, including the side shifter and a TKX. Today, we're going to be talking hydraulics.
Yes, today we've got our Stealth series with us where it's completely hidden from view. And so what we have is a OEM looking pedal, but we're bolting all of our hydraulics to either pre-existing features, so there's no modifications, while maintaining the geometry and feel. So you get that modern day drivability with the classic look.
I've used a lot of your competition out there and I love how you do it. It's a total game changer. But you also got the other end, the Eliminator. Tell us about that.
The Eliminated series was, again, to eliminate the Z-bar. And so we created a complete product line here. We make the bracket so it bolts onto 2 existing holes. We made it so that we can get the cylinder to move in different positions, and the push rod is adjustable.
Now, I know you got the TKX over here, and you guys have 100 different variations with your setup, correct? Explain that.
Yeah, our TKX transmissions, we took the Tremec transmission, fantastic platform that came out 4 years ago. And the beauty is that we have different shift positions available. Tremec from the factory has 3, and every time that we have a offset shifter that we do, it's a variation to meet that OEM specification.
Game changer, absolutely. Next season, we're going to be installing a couple of these kits on a Catalina and a Nova, so stay tuned. I'm here with Nelson in the Boss Hog torque converter booth. You guys know that they're the official torque converter for Sam's Garage. We got a couple new items that we're going to be featuring today, and we're going to be talking about a triple disc torque converter.
Yeah, the triple disc is actually starting to come out next year at the very first in January. We have a whole new series of converters coming out. You're going to hear it first here at Sam's Garage. We're coming out with an entire no prep converter series.
Explain that one.
Well, we're talking about 1,400 to 3,400 horsepower.
Wow. So when you build a converter for someone and you ask them all their specs to make a custom converter for them, it's actual custom.
Correct.
It's going to do exactly what they wanted.
And we have so many SKUs, a lot of times that can come to an off-the-shelf unit, but now that we have these no preps, they're going to be an entire line of torque converters that are custom, but we have part numbers for them and you can order them right away.
But not only do you have this triple disc and this new lightweight 4L80, but you also have flex plates and coolers now.
Yes, these are new. We went to the best people that we knew how to actually get them. We've got the best. So, I mean, we only sell the SFI. We're not going to sell anything that's subpar. And we partnered with the right people in the coolers as well. We have an entry level with this just a bent tube and fin. All other ones, though, are going to be stack plate coolers.
So 2026 season 16, you guys stay tuned. If you're looking for a torque converter for your ride, no matter whether it's a street car or making a huge bunch of horsepower, you got to look at Boss Hog torque converters. I'm here with James, him and his father James. You guys remember them from Pontiacs and Pigeon Forge, and they brought us a wonderful Lexus. Tell us all about it.
We started as an Infiniti G37. We grafted Lexus LC500 headlights, taillights into it to bring it more up to date because the body kit was kind of lacking in those areas. We started just by adding some wings, some spoilers to it, air ride, of course.
And I'll tell you right now, I had no idea that he had all those features in this vehicle until he just named it. This is what SEMA's about. It's about one-off custom cars, and James and his father James knocked it out the park. We'll be right back with more of the SEMA Show. We're here at the Coker booth. You know him as the host of The Great Race. Checking out this beautiful 1969 427 Corvette. It's also got the modern driveline hydraulic system that you saw me covering for the clutch pedal. Welcome back to more of the SEMA Car Show.
From torque wrench calibration at Team Torque to double-decker car capsules keeping six-figure rides spotless. This segment is all about protection of engines, tools, and your investment in horsepower.
I'm here with Lee and Richard here at Team Torque, and these guys sell you peace of mind. What we do as far as this world goes is very, very expensive. Building engines, we're using torque wrenches every day, and we never think to calibrate those wrenches so that we got dependability. That's what you guys do, right?
Absolutely correct. That's where we come in. We're an ISO 17025 accredited calibration lab. We service, repair your tools, and keep them functioning so that you can use them on those expensive pieces of equipment that you're building, right? Engines, that sort of thing.
All these engines, all this money that's in these engines, you know, you're relying on a torque wrench to make sure those fasteners are tight. And so when you think about that, honestly, Richard, I had no idea. You know, you think about calibration, but you really don't know where to go when it comes to calibration. And here I hear Team Torque, I'm like, this is so cool. How often do you recommend us doing this?
So most manufacturers recommend annually, so every 12 months.
That is very good to know, because Lee, if you don't do it annually, you're gonna wait for a catastrophe. That's really when you start to question your tools, is when you're doing your job right, something fails, you're like, what happened, right?
Oh, absolutely. Liability and safety are, doesn't matter what industry you're in, it's paramount. It's lost dollars, it's lost sleep, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so if you guys are building engines, you want reliability, and you want peace of mind of knowing your equipment's working correctly, send your wrenches into Team Torque. I sent my snap-on wrench in, they've recalibrated it for me, sent it back, and now I know that in the future engines I build, they're gonna be just as reliable as the day I bought that wrench. Thank you guys very much for what you do.
Thank you, Sam.
I appreciate it. My SEMA trip would not be complete without coming to check out Phil and all the new products he has. And every year he's got something new that wows us. Like this showcase you got, the carbon fiber showcase, but he's doubled it up and made it to where you guys can fit a complete double stacker lift, as you can see right next to him. Phil, tell us about that.
Yeah, so this is our new double stacker. As you can see, we've got a 4-post lift that fits in there real easy. We just roll it in and unzip this door and drop it back down, and you get all the protection we offer. No dust, no dirt, no condensation, no mold, no mildew. The way you put these cars away is the way you take it out.
And Dan, tell us what we have inside this double decker.
So we brought out the 2025 SC31T, all electric, from our company Southfield Classics out of Braselton, Georgia. $300,000 car. It's got the highest paint job we can get, $50,000 paint job on it from House of Color Paint. We like to make sure we take care of it. Just like he said, we don't want to clean it every time we drive it. So we put it in here and it stays clean until we get it out for the next time.
Not only that, but this has got casters. The lift, it's stationary, but once you put those casters on, these lifts roll around like butter. Tell us what you did to make this thing roll in and out easily.
Well, this Wildfire lift, you just put the wheels on the bottom and then you lower it down and it lifts up about 3/4 of an inch. But our bottom, instead of a zipper, is Velcro. When you roll it out, it's never gonna affect that zipper because we're not using a zipper anymore. And then when you put it back down, you got a 2-inch strip of Velcro, stick it back together and you're good to go.
And because it's carbon fiber, it's a little bit thicker floor, so it's gonna handle it being nice and durable.
Go to Car Capsule. We preserve and present the finest vehicles in the world, and yours is next.
This is the sickest El Camino I've ever seen, called the Monte Mino. The artwork on this, the flares, this is absolutely gorgeous. We'll be right back with more from SEMA 2025. So the whole reason VTEC66 is in the shop is because Vic has cancer and he wants to do burnouts. So that's
Who
what
doesn't?
Exactly right. Every smart guy does. When you do a burnout, what happens?
You eat up tires, you make a big mess, a lot of stuff gets on the car.
Put a load down.
Big load on
burning
your car.
fuel. So we got this item called Burnout Box, right? It's a kit that we're soon gonna sell on the website. You'll see it coming out. We'll talk about it more. It's gonna be pretty much a reservoir for coolant, like you would in your windshield washer.
Like a windshield washer reservoir,
Yep.
right.
Got a reservoir with a pump in it. Put it
Right.
right here. Put a line all the way to the back. In the back, there are two nozzles.
Get out.
Two nozzles that are gonna face the tire and make them wet, making it easier to do a burnout. We even put a line lock in this one. All right, so he's gonna turn it on. The front brakes will stop. The rear wheels will have no load. The engine won't even know what's going on. You know what I mean? Because you got
That's
water
awesome.
and no brakes.
And big smoke.
Yep. So if you guys want the same thing for your car, make sure to check out burnoutbox.com. Not yet though, it'll be coming soon. Look for it on social media, we'll be updating you as well. So this is gonna be a surprise for Vic. He does not know it yet. When he picks it up, we're gonna show him how he can do a burnout and do it very easily.
Awesome.
So this is called the Future Tech section. And this is basically what you're gonna see that's coming out in the future. Like this Type R minivan swap by BC Moto. This is absolutely beautiful. We also have a 64 Impala. This kid, 21 years old, took grandpa's car and made it run off hydrogen, an LT4 supercharged engine, and he's got a fuel cell in the trunk running all the electronics and electricity in the car. This is the future of our motorsports. Welcome back to more from SEMA 2025.
Hydrogen classics, tire tech that saves your back, and bolts that refuse to loosen even on Vegas monorails. SEMA's Future Tech is here, and it's wired tighter than a turbo's wastegate at Redline.
All right, guys, for 40 years, this is a huge header bolt, and they've been saving our butt for 40 years by making sure that the header bolts do not loosen. Let me tell you guys, I just did headers coming in here. 3 threads. By the time you get in, 3 threads hold those bolts, and the number one problem is the gaskets blow out, header bolts are always coming loose. This guy has solved the problems for us for 40 years, but that's not the only part. You've got header bolts for side-by-sides.
We got header bolts for everything. We make bolts that do not come loose. We're up to 35 million of them right now. Haven't had one come loose.
Let me tell you something. Here is where you've saved me. Turbos always coming apart, the heat expansions, the cycles, the gasket here blows and you lose all your power. So I really thank you for this. But you also do big industrial stuff, right?
Industrial
like
stuff.
This right here on the monorail in Las Vegas.
This piece is a drive shaft connector from Las Vegas monorail.
These guys provide you with peace of mind, knowing that once you fasten that hardware, it's not gonna come loose, everything's gonna stay put, you're gonna have integrity, you're not gonna have it come back, the customer is not gonna yell at you, and if you guys are in the industry, industrial applications, you have something coming loose, you have a problem in your manufacturing facility, give them a call. They can solve that problem with you. They can work with you, they can come up with the hardware to solve your problem, just like you did with the monorail.
We love the challenge.
Absolutely.
These are very generic right now. The new ones, please give us a call.
And you Jeep guys, you Ford guys, the rear ends, the axles, they've got hardware to solve those problems as well. So please go to Stage 8 Locking Fasteners and gain yourself some peace of mind. If you guys have seen Sam's Garage and you've seen me use my Corgi Master 28 tire machine along with my 9980 balancer that does everything for me. The best part I love about it is it does not tax my body. We're all short on staff and I'm still having to do tire machine, and this thing, totally automated. I don't have to lift anything. It's very cool.
Yep, and in the balancing, we can actually diagnose the wheel and the tire on the first spin. So it works real well to just be able to know if your tire's out of round or if your wheel's out of round before you even balance that tire and wheel. So
And you call that road force variation?
Radial force variation
Radial
is
force
the
variation.
name.
But you guys also have other machines as well. You got them from, you know, basic machines all the way up to high tech. You hit a button, it does the whole thing yourself, right?
We actually have machines you can push a button and it'll change the tire for you.
Important thing is that to get these youngsters who are coming into this industry, and you do have an automated machine like this, but it's important that they learn the science of changing that tire themselves as well.
Absolutely. As we were just talking, the machine has to be a little more high-tech, so the techs need to be a little more high-tech, so that means they really need to know the fundamental basics of changing a rim. Rim's 101.
Because the tires have gotten more expensive, the wheels have gotten more expensive, the sensors are expensive, so there's a lot of liability there.
A lot of liability.
So if you guys are opening up a new store or you want to DIY yourself a at the house, make sure you guys check out Corgi USA. You've got tire machines, balancers, we've got alignment machines, and we have a mobile tire service unit that's a complete shop on wheels.
A complete shop on wheels.
That's so cool. Thank you so much.
All right,
Lee.
Sam,
Appreciate
thanks.
it. It's so cool to see Honda still dominating the streets and the racetrack, like this brand new Type R swap in this old school Honda Civic. And if you're doing a standalone and you want it to run like a brand new Honda and still have the drivability, check out Honda. We'll be right back with more of the SEMA 2025 coverage. Check out this wide body Evo with all the aero. We got a GT3 RS here, but my favorite is going to be this S2000 with the wide body and all the carbon fiber. Welcome back to more from SEMA 2025.
We wrap up Hemsaw's No Mess Cutters, Can Cuts Georgia-made drill bits, and one last stop at the Honda Racing booth, because every good SEMA story ends where VTEC kicked in, bro.
My trip wouldn't be complete if I didn't come over here and check out Hemsaw. You know Doug and I on Sam's Garage Great Race. We've been together for about 8 years now. We do an awesome job. He does an awesome job with his Hemsaws because not only do these things cut completely straight, but look how compact they are. If you're in a shop and you have a chop saw or something like that, it just makes a huge mess, debris flying everywhere, always having to do cleanup, not anymore. If you guys have a Hemsaw, everything is contained right here. And if you don't have a vacuum handy, you've got this magnet right here that's gonna go around and get all your debris from your saw. And you just go right to the trash can, and there you are. So this thing's also pneumatic, right?
Excellent, Sam, it sure is. You can use it manual, or you can set it on the material and let it cut through, and then it cuts off at the end, raise it back up, set your material.
Yep. And you guys, we're all at tax in the shop. We don't have a lot of help around us. We got to multitask. So you could be having something being cut and go over and be doing something else. Come back, reset it, cut another one, go over and be doing something else. That's why this little guy is a game changer. Usually you don't have pneumatic on such a small, compact saw.
Again, this thing will also miter to 60 degrees, cuts 4 3/8 straight.
And the blade goes in reverse,
And
correct?
reverse rotation blade, which really, really speeds up the time.
You can do miters. If you're doing roll cages, anything like that, you guys can do miter cuts with this little saw. So this little guy will do so much for you. It cuts nice and straight. Look at that little chip, unbelievable. So if you guys are at home, DIY, or even a facility like mine at Sam's Garage, we build so many cars, and we've got 2 of these saws. Check out Hemsaw, the saw that cuts straight. I'm here with Andy and Can't Cut, my favorite drilling bits. They're not only from our hometown, but they do such a phenomenal job in the shop. You've seen me use it on Sam's Garage, and I love their paste. What you got new this year?
So we have USA-made industrial quality drill bits and cutting tools for automotive repair, fabrication, body shops. That's all that we do. We've been in business 40 years.
Family owned.
Family owned. We're a Georgia-based company. So some of the newer products that we have this year is we've introduced a cobalt line for stainless steel drilling. It also has a full hex shank on it. Instead of just 3 flats on the shank, it's got a hex shank all the way, so that keeps it from slipping inside of the chuck. So if you're doing a lot of work in stainless steel, this is the tool that you need to have.
There's nothing worse than cutting through stainless steel. Let me tell you, it takes
Just
such a long time.
Go slow and use cutting fluid.
Yeah, that way you save your bit and it lasts a lot longer.
Absolutely, and that's what we preach. We try to put a good quality product in your hands, but we also want to teach how to use the product and what applications it's used for. And one of the things that kills your drill bits, or cutting tools for that matter, is heat. So if you can cut the heat down by using a cutting fluid, a cutting paste, like wax base, this is going to keep the heat coefficient down, and it's going to make your drill bits last a whole lot longer.
And it's not going to drip when you're drilling up.
That's right. You can use it upside down. It'll actually collect some of the chips too, and it won't run on you. But we still have the traditional stuff as well.
That's a game changer. I love that. Now, if you guys are doing any cutting at home, you're drilling holes, you got to check out Can't Cut. In my opinion, they make the best drill bits on the market, and they're family owned, still made right here in America. It wouldn't be right if I didn't close this episode here at the Honda Racing booth. As you guys all know, very dear to me. I'm a Honda guy. This year's SEMA did not disappoint. Lots of cool cars. Actually, there was a lot more imports and Euro cars this year. It totally reminds me of the old days. So next year, we'll see you at SEMA 2026. For me, that's a wrap.
Be sure to check out Sam's Garage on these other media platforms. Send us questions and feedback to info@samsgaragetv.com. From hidden hydraulics to high voltage hot rods, we saw it all. SEMA 2025 proved one thing: the future's fast, loud, and still smells like race gas. See you next season on Sam's Garage.